Happy National Tennis Pro Day on February 17th. To celebrate, here's 3 quick answers to 3 questions about myself as a player, myself as a coach. Number 1, how did I start playing tennis? I began when I was about 10 or 11 years old, and my mom, probably looking for some way to get me out of the house and to be able to relax for an hour or 2 a day during the summer. She was looking through local high school recreation programs for different sports and activities, and asked me to choose between golf or tennis, kind of summer programming, like Monday through Friday, a couple hours in the afternoon. So I think I had already started to play a little bit like in the driveway with my parents' wooden rackets, and we lived pretty close to a park, and so I'd walk a couple blocks to the park to play with my brother, with my friends. So I just had a little bit of like self-experience with tennis, and so I chose tennis. But that was a really fateful decision. I think had I chosen golf that summer, I probably really would have been hooked on golf and would have ended up coaching golf, I would guess, because I love golf also. But tennis it was, and the ball just kind of kept rolling from there. Question number 2, how did you start coaching tennis? That was probably around 8th grade or maybe freshman year in high school. I organized kind of similarly a summer kind of program for homeschool kids. I was homeschooled up until my junior year of high school, and I was always kind of entrepreneurial. As a little kid, I was doing lemonade stands like by the bus stop outside of our house when I was, I don't know, probably like 7 or 8 or so. And I was selling, cookies at the garage sale or baseball card shows and like stuff like that. So when I got old enough that I could maybe start to organize and do tennis lessons, when I was probably, I would guess 15 or so, maybe 14 or 15. I loved taking lessons myself. I had a huge passion for the game at that point, and I loved playing matches and just being part of the sport. And I was like, wow, if I could, maybe earn a little bit of money as well and help educate and teach, other kids and show them how great of a sport it is, that would be fantastic. So that's how I started to teach lessons. And by the time I was a junior or a senior in high school, I had like real jobs at local clubs doing, court maintenance and filling up the water jugs and working behind the front desk, and also teaching mostly, like little kid groups and stuff like that. Basically the stuff that the experienced tennis coaches probably didn't want to do. Was mainly what I took, but I did a couple private lessons by the time I was a senior in high school as well, before I went off to college. Question number 3, what tennis pro has influenced me the most? And that is definitely my childhood coach. It was the only person I took private lessons from up through high school. His name was Ted, and he, for me, was a just exemplary. He was like the shining example of what it meant to do what you love, to have a passion for your job. And every day that he showed up and we spent time together, you could tell that there was just nowhere else he would rather be than sharing the game that he loved with me. And he was super insightful, very analytical, liked to have fun and have a good time, but was also like, it was definitely about putting in the work and about learning, and like he was very much there to teach, and he wasn't going to be happy just, entertaining me and other kids. He had to make sure we were working hard and focused and also making progress in our games. That was front and center, but he also brought a warmth to it. He also brought engagement and a passion to it that was just an incredible example for me to look to. And I'm sure in my own head just kind of wonder, man, if I could have something like this and make it my job and my career, how incredible, would that be? So he was really up on a pedestal for me. He really inspired me to pursue tennis as my own career. I already had a passion for the game, but then he was the one that really lit the spark in terms of like making it a job and having it be my career. So again, happy National Tennis Pro Day to all the coaches out there. I love and respect the work you're doing so much. It's a hard job. It's hard work. You deserve recognition, being on the courts, day after day, bringing the energy, the enthusiasm, the passion. You deserve a day of recognition. Thanks for watching. Stay well. Keep working hard.